La Liga is now one day closer to returning, and we finally know the potential date for the first Clásico without Lionel Messi. What's up, guys? Welcome back to El Merengue Cule. As you guys may already know, today the fixtures for the La Liga 2020 to 2021 season have been released. So we're going to be actually kind of reacting to them. I haven't looked at Real Madrid's too much. I've been in school all day, and well, you've got to look at some of them. However, I can tell you one thing. He doesn't know Real Madrid's schedule. I don't know Barcelona's schedule, so that's definitely going to be, I guess, like the first take I get on it. So I think that's going to be an interesting spin to the video. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And I kind of want to start out with the first 5 to 10 games of La Liga. I think those are the most crucial games to just, it's crucial for a team to start out strong. So let's go ahead and start with Barca.
So initially Barcelona was supposed to play Elche as our first jornada of La Liga.
Yes.
However, that game got postponed.
Right. So the Champions League.
Yeah, because of the Champions League. Right. So then next up we have Villarreal, which is a pretty good team. They're no easy.
That is not. So that's who you guys are going to be starting out with.
Yeah.
Barcelona against Villarreal will be the first game. When is that?
So that will be September 19th or 20th. It's not for sure just yet. So next match we have Celta Vigo, and while they ended pretty low in the table last season, they are always kind of our dark horse.
Yeah, they definitely always do damage to Barca.
And I will say, as of now, there was like the difference between the Villarreal game and the Vigo game is only 3 days as of the scheduling for right now.
Okay, so
that's
interesting.
That'll be pretty rapid fire rate. So.
And before you keep going, I quickly want to mention and remind you guys that because of the COVID pandemic, these first games are still going to be played without public, right? Without any fans. And I believe, I'm going to take a guess that that's going to happen for about like the first 20 games of La Liga. Hopefully, if the whole season doesn't even go without fans. So with that being said, what does that mean? That means that the home and away, while it still has a certain factor to it, it definitely loses the intensity of going to an away match. So I think that's something we have to keep in mind. I personally quickly want to add that in my opinion, I feel like when we return from La Liga after the whole quarantine break, Real Madrid and overall historically the past couple of years, Real Madrid has not struggled as much in away games as Barcelona has.
Okay, yeah.
I think we definitely saw a Barcelona team that overall I feel like they struggle in away games, and it still seemed to be true as a true statistic even after the quarantine break without fans. So whenever you keep telling us right now, make sure you keep in mind who's home and away.
Another factor is we're diving right into the deep end with Villarreal and Vigo being one of our dark horses. And as of now, we actually don't have any scheduled preseason games.
Right.
There are some rumors of maybe playing a game or two here and there. Okay. But as of now, there have been no scheduled games. So that's diving into the deep end without Messi, with a new manager, different positions, different variations. So that's a lot of changes. And
definitely.
I think it's a good thing just diving us off right into the deep end. Not terribly into the deep end, but it could be also a bit scary.
Yeah.
Keeping that in mind.
Yeah, that's definitely a factor.
So then the next matchup after Vigo will be Sevilla. Again, another super tough opponent.
That is a very tough one.
Let me tell you, the theme of Barcelona season is it's heavy at first and then it kind of eases down, right? And after that we have Getafe. Again, a team that finished 8th place in La Liga, just barely missing Europa League positions. However, they were, I think, 2 points away from getting into that 6th place position. So they were competitive for sure this season. And right after that Getafe game, the moment we've been waiting for, Del Clásico against Real Madrid.
So guys, this is like one of the first times in quite a while that El Clásico is occurring pretty early on in the season. It's the 6th matchup of La Liga. October 25th, make sure you mark that calendar day down. That'll be the first El Clásico that El Merengue Cule gets to experience. Of course, we're going to be doing a live reaction for that. But that is key. Not only is it key because it's so early into the game, and exactly with the things that you were saying, that Barca is going to be adjusting basically to a relatively different team without Messi,
I think,
and without Ter Stegen.
Yes,
that's pretty key too. He's going to be missing. So it'll be interesting to see how Barca copes with that. I know that I want to kind of transition out to Madrid. I think the first 6 games kind of that's a good starting ground right there. Because I think one of the key things for Madrid is going to be to start off obviously strong. With a Barca that's kind of dazed right now, with everything that's going on, I think this is going to be Madrid's key to just start strong and don't give them any hope. Because if not historically, but the past 2 La Ligas that Real Madrid has won in the 2013 and 2018 season, the next La Liga, they were characterized for having a terrible start, a very slow start, and which saw them going to all the way to the end of the Liga, like trying to physically playing catch up, right? So if Real Madrid goes out and goes out, starts La Liga as focused as possible, that'll be the most crucial thing for them, because of obviously what I've been saying. And like I said, if they don't give us any hope of like, oh, you know, we actually have a hope of winning La Liga with everything that's going on, obviously. Anyways, without further ado, who are Real Madrid's first matchups? The first game that Real Madrid will be playing is against Getafe. However, like I said, also because of the whole Champions League campaign, this game is actually being postponed to around March. So it's going to be a key thing, because I guess the fact that both Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid, you know, like the top teams in the Liga, all have their games postponed, it'll make it a bit even. I think it'd be a little. I think it'd be a bit more crucial if only like Madrid was going to be a game behind. But the fact that all three top teams have their games postponed, that I guess levels things out quite a bit. Yeah. So with that being said, Real Madrid's first game is against Real Sociedad, which is very tough. And not only is it Real Sociedad, but it's away. However, Real Madrid already had to play against Real Sociedad at Anoeta in their stadium ever since the pandemic. So they already know what it's like to play there without fans. And guys, that is historically one of Real Madrid's toughest stadiums to go to. So it'll be interesting to see how they cope. Now Real Sociedad will not have all they got like they did, this past season. So that's also a nice thing for Real Madrid. However, the next game right after that is another away game against Real Betis, who is a good team. I think they're a team that collectively they don't play that great.
They have good players,
but individually they are stacked all around. I really like the team individually. So you never know what team's going to show up. Yeah. After that, they got Real Valladolid, decent team. Obviously Ronaldo Nazario's team, and they usually seem to step up against Real Madrid. I think against Barca they don't show up as much, but against Madrid they always give them a battle. Madrid barely beat them ever in the last season in the return game, and in the first game they tied 1-1. So you never know against that team. After that we got Levante. Sometimes show up, sometimes don't. And then we got Cadiz, a newly promoted team. So those newly promoted teams, you never know. Sometimes they're really motivated and they can actually get victories. And then, like we already said, the sixth game of La Liga, El Clásico at Camp Nou, which I think is a stadium that Real Madrid normally does better in El Clásico than they're at their own stadium. Which also, I kind of want to note that potentially whenever we go back to the second leg, which is going to be at Real Madrid Stadium, which will not be Santiago Bernabeu, it'll probably be Valdebebas, like they have, because Santiago Bernabeu is currently being remodeled. Hopefully by then, fans will be allowed into the stadiums, which kind of presents an unfair advantage to Real Madrid, Which is going to take me to another thing. As I keep on looking at this calendar, Real Madrid has the majority of the tougher opponents, meaning Atletico Madrid, Valencia, Sevilla, Villarreal, the majority of the tougher opponents at their stadium in the first round of La Liga, meaning that in the second round they will be playing in their stadium with potential fans, which could present another potential advantage. You never know. Like I said, I hope fans are allowed back into the stadium.
So again, going back to that El Clásico game, right? I feel like Madrid has an easy start, a lot easier compared to Barcelona.
Definitely, I would think so.
Which I think I'm okay with as a Barcelona. Going through all these struggles that we're going right now, I definitely want to build up momentum, but against good teams. I don't want to. But then I don't want false hope. I don't want false hope of beating teams 5-0 that just barely got promoted. I want to start off game. Right. Yeah, you make the argument that you might be a little bit more tired because the games are going to be coming fast.
They won't be coming as fast anymore because they're actually going to be spaced out regularly now.
But I think for a team like Madrid that is still in a not so much transitional state, not as much as Barca, it benefits them to not start off that hard. But I think for Barcelona, just in terms of that El Clásico, I think having that tough beginning kind of boosts our chances.
I see that. I agree with you with the fact that Barca will probably be a little more prepared for El Clásico because of the fact that they had to play tougher opponents. However, I think I disagree with the fact that you like it better that y'all are facing tougher opponents at the beginning, because it's going to be a team that is going to be very low in confidence, and they're going to be finding it's going to be hard for them to find themselves at those first couple games. And if right away you get a very tough opponent, that could end like a 3-0 loss, and that could really hurt the morale of Barca. So I think personally, if I was like in y'all's position, I would want, you know, all the newly promoted teams, like, you know, the weaker teams for the beginning to build up some confidence.
I would have loved for
build on
that game, that initial game against Elche.
Yeah, Elche would have been a great game to start off.
But, you know, it got postponed.
Definitely. So as I keep looking at the schedule for Real Madrid, after around like the, what is that, like 9th game, they're going to hit a spell that is very hard. Okay. Why? They're playing Valencia. Right after that, they play Villarreal. Oof. And then they got a game, slightly calm game against Alaves. And then it goes Atletico Madrid. It goes Sevilla and then Atletico Madrid. So right away in a span of 5 games, you got four of the potential like top 6 teams of the top 6, 7 teams of La Liga, which could prove to be very, very tough for Madrid. So we'll see how they get on with that.
I mean, our game, Barcelona's game against Atletico Madrid will be in the 9th.
So around the same time, okay.
So, yeah, similar time, so.
Atletico may be tired for those games then, because they're going to be playing Barca and Madrid. So that's also a potential, you know, talking point.
So now, we're going over to the end of the season, past that second round, and the last 5 games for Barcelona are going to be Valencia, Atletico Madrid, Levante, Vigo, and Eibar. Okay, tough start, and then it levels down.
Yeah. Valencia, Atletico back-to-back, as I'm saying right there, 7 days apart. That's definitely tough. However, I don't see Valencia as being that good this season. They had a lot of problems at the end of last season, and they lost Parejo and Coquelin, and they keep losing some players. So I personally don't think Valencia's gonna do that great. However, I think we should do a prediction video where we each do our prediction for like the whole like 20 teams, like the table in La Liga. I think that'd be pretty interesting. Let us know if you would like to see that in the comments down below. However, yes, it seems like the last 3 games are a little bit easier for Barca. Yeah. Levante, Eibar, Vigo. Vigo could be tough, but it seems a little bit easier. In terms for Madrid, very tough.
Good.
Very tough.
I like that.
Good. So they got Osasuna. You know, more of a middle table team. That's the 5th to last game. And then we get a very hard spell. All 4 games are hard. Sevilla. Good. Granada, who's a team that just qualified for the Europa League, and we saw how good they were towards the end of La Liga this last season. Atletico Bilbao, another tough match, and it's away at San Mamés with potential fans already. San Mamés is a very, very tough stadium. And then finish it off with Villarreal.
Yes.
My God, that is a tough end of La Liga. I think Madrid is definitely going to want to hope to rack up as many points to that end of the Liga, and hopefully they have a pretty good lead that they can try to hold on to. Because guys, out of those last 5 games, I definitely don't see Madrid winning all 5 of them, or maybe not even all 4 of them, 4 of those 5. So that's definitely going to be a tough ending. So I think Barca has the upper edge. I think in the grand scheme of things, Madrid has a better start. Yeah. And then Barca has a better ending to La Liga. So anyways, guys, let us know what you guys think. If you already took a look at the fixture list yourself, who, in your opinion, has the better schedule? Like I already mentioned, I think we can both agree that Madrid has a better start, and then Barca has a better finish. If you enjoyed this video, as always, make sure you hit the like button down below. Go check out all of our other videos. We have a lot of content on Lionel Messi's potential departure. That's going to be another very interesting potential factor if Messi's no longer there. And finally, guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you next video. Peace out.